Hello, Aries. Welcome to Souls Intersect. I am doing a second reading for the month of September in celebration of the equinox, and also because I wanted to put out readings for all 12 signs that are just intuitive readings, so I'm not doing a tarot reading. I did pull a goddess card. These are the major arcana from the goddess tarot deck, and I'm selecting one for each sign, and I'll meditate on that a bit and also possibly bring in some messages having to do with the goddess. But I'm going to ask for any general messages that come in and channel those through to you. This is Isis. It is the magician in this deck. All right, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to just raise the vibration and see what comes in for you, Aries. Okay, so I'm seeing a knitting circle. I'm seeing a bunch of women together knitting. I see all of the yarn, and it's this very joyful, productive, fun environment. And so this may be specific for some of you. It may be a hobby that you actually do, but I feel that there's more to it than that. And family tradition is also something I'm getting, so it may be that some of you have been doing this as a family tradition or have joined up in some sort of knitting club and are doing it as with friends. But I feel that there's a more universal message there, so not necessarily to do with knitting specifically for all of you, but this feeling of camaraderie between women especially. I do feel that it is mainly about groups of women. It doesn't mean that it's only for female viewers. A lot of you males could be, for example, married and have only daughters, or have been raised around a lot of females, or are just being encouraged to tune into that energy this month. It does feel like something to celebrate. It does feel like getting together with a bunch of women and enjoying yourselves and doing something that is not work, but does feel productive. So it keeps you busy, but is also fun, but also leaves you the chance to socialize and chat and laugh. And it's a beautiful energy for fall. It's definitely being encouraged for a lot of you. This fall is traditionally, with the harvest and the earth giving back, is a very feminine energy. And so tuning into the divine feminine is definitely something that's being encouraged this month. Isis has a lot to do with that. I understand why she was chosen as the magician. However, I also feel her as kind of that empress energy and also the high priestess sort of energy. She did have notable magical abilities, and so it makes sense. But I'm seeing her coming down, and I'm seeing her wings. So you don't see it in this depiction, but in most depictions of her, and you could look it up, she has this enormous wingspan of these very detailed, ornate wings. And I see her coming down to you, Aries, and surrounding you with them and embracing you with that divine feminine energy. And also just encouraging this sense of empowerment and bringing in healing for you. This motherly love. That's why it's also kind of an empress energy to me, because I feel her really embracing you with this motherly love. Okay, Aries, I'm also seeing reading. I'm seeing some of you doing reading. And so that could also be another type of social club, possibly, that some of you are involved in, like a reading circle, a book club, or that's something that might be encouraged. But I also feel that some of you are students going back to studying. Some of you may be going back after a long period of time away from it, or are being encouraged to do leisurely reading. The other thing is that students who just, even if you've been at it for a while, I feel that it is back to school. It's this time where you're really being supported in doing this reading, focusing on your studies and focusing on what you like. It's that sense of, it doesn't necessarily have to be this for each person, but that feeling of, for those of you who went through an undergraduate program, like when you finish up the core courses and all the general kind of requirements, and then you start to really focus on your major and what you're there for. It's that feeling of really diving into what you love and embracing that. And so that there is such supportive energy there for you to do that. and just encouraging you, supporting you in any scholarly endeavors. Also writing, so many of you may be doing that. So in general, it really feels like creativity is a theme as well. Even if it doesn't look like what I'm saying, like maybe you're not a student, maybe you don't have this kind of social circle, regardless, it feels like it's a really beautiful time to bring in creativity and to channel that energy. So September is going to be really good for that. Okay, Aries, so I'm going to wrap this up here. I may do this again, may do a little bit of a longer one. Please let me know if you like this. And also remember that I have 2 specials going this month, $35 for a past life reading and $35 for the 20-minute intuitive tarot reading. Go ahead and email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com if you have any questions. Thank you.